Good morning, everyone. It's March 23rd, 2020, and this is your science lesson for today on ecosystems. I came over to the pond next door to kind of talk about what is an ecosystem and what are the parts of it. That's what we would be studying this week in class. What is living, what is non-living. So if you're looking at the pond ecosystem, what are some things that are living and what are some things that are non-living? Well, of course, my cats followed me over here too. They would be living. The trees would be living. The water is non-living. And so those are just basic things. You probably already know the difference, and it's very easy to distinguish the living versus the non-living. But when you get to 5th grade, you should be able to figure out, how does the living interact with the non-living things? What do they use the soil for? What do they use the rocks for, the air and the sunlight? Let's go back to the terms biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living. Something's making a big ripple over there. Abiotic means non-living. And you know that we've talked about in class, bio is the prefix. Oh, I think it's a turtle. Bio is the prefix for life or living things. And so it's very easy to understand that biotic means living organisms or just living. Abiotic is the opposite and means non-living. I found some turtles. See them swimming? There's about 5 of them with their little heads up right now. Probably some sliders, red-eared. Keep looking. I heard a big splash over here. Another thing that I want you to pay attention to if you get outside today, what are these signs of spring that we see? The flowers are starting to bloom, the grass is becoming greener, the leaves are sprouting, and some of us can really feel this with our allergies and all the allergies to pollen. It's not a lot of fun. This is Winston. He is my newest cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Winsty. He's enjoying the pond. Right now there's a mockingbird watching him though. And she probably has a nest over there, and she does not like my cat being over here. In fact, she's probably going to attack him if we're not careful. And here's Shrimp. He's my other cat. So here's something else that's pretty cool that's going on at the pond right now. I think these are purple martins. Maybe they're swallows. They're flying all around, and I'm sure they're trying to get a bunch of bugs to eat. I just heard another splash. But this is a perfect example of a pond ecosystem. Lots of living things interacting with the non-living things. Oh, something splashed. Big ripple right there, probably a frog. Maybe another turtle. Oh, it's a big turtle. I see him coming out. See him. I'll try to get a little closer, but as soon as I get close, they usually go under. So that's our lesson for today. What is an ecosystem? Hopefully you read about it in your reading. If you haven't gotten onto Google Classroom, I hope you do so soon. I miss you guys, and I hope that you're enjoying your time off, but I hope that you're doing a little bit of schoolwork too, and keep in touch. I've enjoyed talking to some of y'all on Google Classroom, and I've seen that some of you have got on to STEMscopes or asked about Study Island. I'll update Legends of Learning today, but I hope you get outside today. The weather is nice. It's warmer than it was this weekend, and check out what's going on in your yard. If you don't have a pond, find a ditch. If you don't have a ditch, find some dirt. But can't wait to hear from y'all. Have a great day. One more thing, I know this is going to be kind of gross for some of you, but when you're out on a trail or you're out in nature and you're studying ecosystems, one thing that you can look at is all the scat around you or animal poop. And I just found some that's definitely not cow poop. I'll take a picture of it, but if it grosses you out, you don't have to study it too closely. But it does give us some clues as to what animals are here and what they're eating. Here's some scat. Does not look like cow poop. And it's definitely got some bugs and different stuff in it. We could look at a scat chart to identify what animal it belonged to.